Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Ella's Lifestyle. Well, that's what I named it. I hope it sounds good because most of the videos I'm gonna be doing here is gonna be like about some random places in Cambodia, some food in Cambodia, some other weird stuff. But anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Support the new. I'm new to YouTube. So last video we talked about, well, I talked about my high school days that were absolutely fabulous. That's sarcasm. If you want to know what we talked about last time, well, what I talked about last time, you can find out in my previous video. So this time I'm gonna talk about high schools. No, actually, I'm gonna talk about university. If I talk about high schools again, I feel like you guys are gonna be like, ugh, she's up to it again. Let's just leave. So I'm gonna talk about university. So like after my high school, obviously it's time to get into university, and I did not get the best of scores during high school. So I was looking for a university that will accept me with my not so good results because they were like really not good. They were like absolute garbage. No, if I take that out of Cambodia, I probably would never be able to get into university again. So I searched everywhere. Like I opted. I was like, famous universities out. Universities that have a lot of courses that have math, physics, and chemistry out. Leaving only one. Lim Kok Wing. Apparently, it's supposed to be a fashion university, but they have other courses apart from, well, fashion. So I decided, all right, now I'm gonna look through their courses and I'm gonna pick a course that, first of all, ends really quickly because I hate studying. I really, really hate studying. So I was thinking, all right, pick a course that like end really quickly. Second, pick a course that has no math, physics, or chemistry. And third, pick a course that I will slightly enjoy. Slightly. Because if I don't enjoy it, I'm gonna toss it out and be like, no, I don't want to go to university anymore. So I chose, well, I didn't choose it. My brother decided, how about doing professional design? At that time, I had no clue what that was. But the first question I asked was like, is there going to be math? And then he was like, no, there's no math in professional design. Maybe a little bit, but you can handle it. But technically, there's like no math. So I was like, okay, let's do it. And so I went to Lincoln Wing. I signed up there, paid the school fees. Bam! It's time to start studying. Here comes the not so good part for me. So I hop on this ship called Lincoln Wing after paying my university fees and everything. The first month, okay. Second month, okay. Final exam for that year, for that semester, and then it's like, okay. And then I looked at my results and oh my god, I got 2 point something GPA. That's heavenly improvement for me. Like that is like from my 0 point something GPA to 2 point something GPA. That's heaven. That's literally heaven. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm like really good at this. And then I get told that that's the foundation period. Excuse you. Excuse a who? I found what? Yes, they told me, oh my god, it's the foundation year. The next year we're going to be studying stuff that are really actually useful to your course. Then I'm like, so I wasted this entire time doing what? So after getting frustrated, almost quitting, and coming up the next year came, time to pay for school fees. Guess what? It went up. Like the school fees increased. And I didn't have the money to pay for it at that time. So I'm like, okay, can I buffer or whatever, skip this year, wait until next year, and then start again? And then they're like, sure, okay, we'll keep it for you. And then after I dropped it for that year, and I was walking, as I was walking, I was thinking in my mind, do I want to do this? Like, I saw all the things that I needed to study, the graphic, whatever, making posters, Photoshop, all that stuff. I have zero experience in Photoshop. Like, you may get that as a shock as a 21st century kid or person, but I have literally zero experience in Photoshop. You put me in Photoshop and you tell me, okay, what is this tool that looks like an arrow? It's an arrow tool. Yes. What is this tool that looks like a whip that they use on horses? How am I supposed to know? But There's like a whole bunch of tools I don't know how to use. So we're gonna study that. We're gonna study other random stuff. And I was like, do I want to do this? I don't want to do this. I want something easy and I can be like done with really quickly. Obviously, that wasn't gonna be done with really quickly anytime soon. So as I was thinking in my head, the first year passed by. It's time to pay for the next tuition, and I was like, okay, this is not gonna work. Second year passed by. I didn't go to school. Third year passed by. I still didn't go to school. Now, see those 3 years that passed by. Now I think about it. If I had done it, I'll be done with university a long time ago. But then I was like procrastinating because I didn't know what I want to do in the future. I didn't have like life plans. My mom was like, be a nurse. My brother was like, be a tech something. My eldest brother was like, why don't you try being an engineer or a home decor person? And I'm like, y'all are bringing up all these fancy ideas that I really don't want to do. And then they asked me, okay, then what do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't know. So 3 years have gone by in a flash. Obviously, I'm never going back to Lincoln Wing after wasting 3 years. So obviously, I'm not going to go back there. So I was like, okay, fine. Let me find something that I can do, get a degree, and be done with. So I was searching online. I searched online in Cambodia for like schools where I can do like a 1-year course and get my degree and be done with. And then I couldn't find any. Well, I found many, but they weren't in English, so I couldn't find any for myself. So I turned my eye to online university. Like my brothers were like, oh, online university, why would you want to do that? And I'm like, excuse you. You're willing to go to school, sit in a class full of random people that you will not talk to, me, I'm describing myself right now, and waste 4 years of your life doing that. So I'm like, it's better to just do online university. So as I'm doing it, I'm going to be working at the same time, and it doesn't get in my way. I don't have to look people in the face because I'm not a people person, and then all that shenanigans. And also because the online university was a lot cheaper. Okay, it was like a lot cheaper. And then I found a course that I kind of like. Kinda, you know. That little like is what is keeping me motivated to keep doing this course. So yeah, I've been doing it now for a little time. I'm still doing the online university. I haven't graduated yet, obviously, after procrastinating so long. So I haven't graduated yet. And let's see, maybe one day when I graduate, I'll put up a video about it. If I don't decide to change school again. I have, even as I am doing this video, I have like zero idea what I want to do in the future. Everyone in my family are like, I'm gonna be an engineer. I'm gonna be I don't know, IT. My little sister's like, I'm gonna be a doctor. And then there's me. And I'm like, I'm gonna be a what? I don't know. Anyway, now, as a black person here living in Cambodia, my first year in Lincoln Wing University wasn't actually the best, but it was actually better than my high school, because in high school it was just abandoned, outcasted, ignored, like push the black kid away. But in university, people actually tried to speak with me, which was impressive. But as I'm not a people person, when they bring up a conversation that I don't know about, I always end up with my resting bitch face. It's like the serious face of. But they think like I'm angry at them or I have zero interest. The thing is, I don't know what they're talking about. So a lot of people came to me to speak. I didn't know what they were talking about. It was mostly gossip news, stuff that's going on in school. I didn't have much idea of what was going on in school that time. I was mostly focused on me. So it flew like that, and finally I made one friend. Oh my god, surprise! One Cambodian friend. So we got along. I think we got along swimmingly, because I think like most of what she said, I couldn't understand it. I mostly nod or shake my head as a response because zero clue, honey. I had zero clue what she was talking about. And also, as I was in Lincoln Wing, I actually saw another black person there, and I was like so shocked. But I didn't walk up to talk to the person. It was a boy. I didn't walk up to talk to him. No, I was like, wow, there's another black person here. Oh my god. maybe we'll not be so shitty. And then guess what? The next month he was gone. He was like gone. Yeah. While I was in Lincoln Wing, the funniest thing happened to me because when I was in Lincoln Wing, did I tell you that I was actually in the university with my eldest brother? Because I was. Because he was like on his last year and I was like on my first year, and then we jammed each other, so we went to the same university and blah 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 blah. More like he caressed me into going to the same university with him. So we were in the same university, and the funniest thing ever happened. So we're walking home, we're going home, we're gonna get on the bike and then drive home. And then we get stopped by this girl we have never seen before. We don't even know her name. And then she stops us and she's like, "Are you a model?" She tells me, she asks me that question. I'm like, "No, I'm not. Never modeled before." And then she's like, "You want to give it a try?" And I'm like, "Yes, I like doing that." So I agree. The time comes for the modeling. I dress up, the whole model clothes. It was weird. It was like very weird. I had straws sticking up from my head. I had plastic bag. It looked like a plastic bag on my body, and then it was like rags, and then it was like this big hat, like straw sticking up, hat this big, and then rags that looked like plastic bag all over my body, and then I was walking down with the music on, and I was like, I was feeling myself, and then after feeling myself, I looked through the photo and they were all garbage. They were all not so good. So yeah, I didn't complain that time because it was my first time modeling. I thought this is how it's gonna be, but I think the cameraman was just being an a hole. So after that, the girl still came up to me and was like, "I have all these other modeling shows, you want to join?" I was like, "Yes, do I get paid?" Actually, the first time I did the modeling, I didn't think about getting paid. I was more like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna do modeling, I'm gonna have my photo up there, I'm gonna be famous, you know?" And then I didn't get famous. No. If I was famous, I would not be doing YouTube. I'll probably be modeling all my life and being like, fancy, like those Zara models or something. But actually, after she got me on the road of modeling, that it wasn't really a straight road, it was more bumpy than anything. So after she got me on the road of modeling, I got a job with a company, Zando. They're a clothing company, and then they called me like, "You want to model for us?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What kind of modeling are we doing?" And then they said it's an ad. I'm gonna be doing an advert. And then my mom was like, "You're getting paid, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm gonna ask them. And I asked them, "How much am I gonna get paid for this?" Guess how much they said. Now, this ad, I had to travel to an island with them, stay there for an entire freaking day, dress up in multiple clothes, run around the beach where I can't swim, throw salty water in my eye, make facial expression while people are drinking alcohol and feeling great, take random sexy photos sitting down with my swimsuit looking all smexy. And after that, I had to deal with, I don't know, the heat. I was standing under the sun and I had to deal with the heat while I was taking photo. It wasn't the best of experience, and then I was getting paid $100 for that. Like, I was getting ripped off and I did not even know it. So after this, after the whole photo thing, I got paid the money and then I left. Now I took this money, I left, and I went home, and then my mom was like, "Bitch, you stupid." She was like, "What you doing with this money?" The money was so little for all the work I put in. It was like not worth it at all. And then stuff happened, we needed money, and then Zando called again. Like, "You're gonna be our weekly model for different clothes. We pay you $10 per hour." And then I'm like, "Okay," because we needed the money. And then what am I gonna do? I said, "All right." So I took this job. Every weekend I'll go there, take photos for the week, an hour, you get $10, and they never exceeded 1 hour. It's like they had this plan, never exceed 1 hour, so we don't have to pay her more than $10. And in that hour, I can put on a whole sets, like 10 sets of clothes, and then I only get paid $10. And it was really bad, but then I had to take it because my family needed the money. So it was so annoying. Anywho, thanks to her introduction, the girl from the uni, thanks to her introduction, I got into the road of modeling. But after a while, I decided to stop because I didn't have that energy. I didn't have it at all. Modeling takes energy. Honey, you don't just walk up there, take a bunch of photos, and then voila. No. There's a lot more going on. And I'm like, so after all that, I decided, okay, let's stop modeling for a little bit. That little bit actually has gone on for the past 3 years. So, little bit. So after I stopped for a bit, I still, I stopped for 3 years in uni. I didn't see the girl again. We lost contact after that. It was a great time. I feel, I feel like my face says otherwise, but whatever. So, skipping the whole modeling issue, maybe I'll talk about that in another video. There's like a lot more to talk about. So, after I found an online university, I'm still going to it till now. And let me tell you about universities in Cambodia. There's like a whole lot of it. And the thing about the universities in Cambodia is that I thought it's going to be super easy because the country wasn't so developed at that time. But oh my god, it's so hard. Like, take my brother, my first eldest brother's university. He went to Zaman International, whatever. And then he studied there, he finished there, and after he was done and he got his certificate, voila, the name of the university has changed. It is no more Zaman, no. Now it is Paragon University. My brother was like, wait, what? So what do I do with my certificate now? My certificate says Zaman University, and now the name of the university is Paragon University. And then my mom was like, I think you need to go back and get this fixed. And then my second eldest brother, he also finished at Linkakwing. And then they're like, okay, you're gonna get your certificate. He got it, but then the graduation party was 2 years after he had graduated. I was like, oh, the school held a graduation party 2 years after he had graduated. It was actually hilarious. It was very hilarious. Especially when he was like, I still want to go. And then my brain was thinking, why would you want to go? You graduated 2 years ago. This graduation party is mostly for the new graduates and like not you guys. But he went anyway. He went. They don't listen to me. So there are, like, if you're foreign and you want to study here, honestly, I'm not going to say I suggest studying in Cambodia unless you're going to study at those really fancy universities that you have to pay 10,000 bucks a year. Then it's better to study outside Cambodia. But if you want to study here, you can try Lim Kok Wing. It's not that bad. I think there should be more foreigners now, but I'm not really sure about that. I haven't been there after I ditched the school. So you can try Lim Kok Wing, you can try Zaman, now renamed Paragon. You can try I don't know. Honestly, I only know 2 universities, and they're both the universities that my brothers have gone to. There are other universities, but I don't bother to check because why am I checking? I'm not going to be there. And this video isn't made for you guys to, like, take my advice on it. No, you guys are just watching it because you love me, I guess. So the universities that I suggested to you are mostly the ones that my brothers went to and I went to, but I ditched it after a bit. Universities in Cambodia are not so bad. There are some programs you're gonna have to do in university. Like when I was there, they were like, oh my god, you have to go to a workshop or something. And then I'm like, okay, is the school gonna pay for it? No, it's not. It is not. You're gonna pay for that with your own money, your own moolah, which I never had. So every time they held this kind of weird stuff, I mostly never went. Anyway, ignoring all that, that just makes me sound like a bad student, which I am, by the way. I went around town today. You're probably wondering why didn't you video yourself around town? Like I said in my last video, I'm not really I don't have that confidence to like walk around with my phone going all, oh my god, look at this. This place looks so fancy. Whenever I get the confidence to do that, I'll do a vlog. So for now, it's my room, it's me, and my chair. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. You're probably wondering, what is the use of this video? What is this video gonna talk about? This video, I'm just here to talk. Yeah, I'm just here to talk about my stuff. If you want to know more stuff about my university days, there isn't really much of the more stuff to know. So yeah, if you're wondering what online university are you going to now, I'm going to the University of the People, UO People. It's actually interesting to go there, and you don't have to be stressed. They don't make you stressed. When they give you assignments, you have like a whole week to do the assignment, submit it, wait till the next week, do the next assignment. It's not like do this today, tomorrow you're gonna do the next one, next tomorrow you're gonna do more assignments. Oh my god. No, it's like it's I don't know, it's a university fit for people like me that don't like studying but are trying to get a degree. So yes. And this video isn't really very informative. I don't think it had much information that would be useful to people that are like looking for universities to go to. And if you're black and you're coming here to go to a university, try Lincoln Queen. They had one black teacher there before. I think he quit. So I guess they're not gonna be all with the black people. So try Lincoln Queen. And also try Zaman, because my brother went to Zaman and he made three besties, three best friends. He made three best friends there, and they're still best friends even after he graduated. So maybe it's a good place to go. I don't know. I don't have friends. This is a really bad thing to say because it makes me look real bad, but I don't have friends in Cambodia at all. My Korean friend and my Taiwanese friend, we lost contact, so I don't even know if they count me as a friend anymore. My best friend is my phone, the Wi-Fi in the house, and all the anime I watch. So yeah, right now actually I'm on a term break in UO because the next term starts on the 1st of next month. So I'm at a term break now. So I have like a whole lot of time to do whatever I want. I love this university because they're not going to be like, we're done with this term, we're going to start the next term tomorrow. Actually, I wouldn't mind if they did that. That means I can finish off the university quickly, but I like the way they're doing it now. You have a term break super long, then you have the next term, then you're like, you don't have to worry about school for like a while. Then school starts again, you've rested your mind, your brain, your body, and then you're prepared. Genki. So yeah, I realize I'm not looking at the camera much. I just feel really chatty today, so I decided, since I am very chatty but I don't have anyone to chat to, just make a video and put it up on Facebook, or put it on YouTube. I said Facebook. So here it is. My family are not at home. Not all my family is at home. My mom is here. My little sister is here, but they're not here. They're like in the parlor playing games, board games. Not really interested. I have no interest in board games. I also don't have much interest in mobile games. Not too much interest. But I like otome games, like, you know, those girl games where you date a guy, you pay money, he gives you some lines and he's like, my girl, you are so beautiful. Honestly, I was trying to make a cool voice, but I didn't realize I can't do that. So all right, so this video was mostly about my university. That's what I wanted to talk about, but then I think I over talked about it. I'm looking over here because like I saw that the whole part of my room here is a mess. I'm not gonna put that on video. It's like a whole mess. So yeah, being a black in university in Cambodia is not actually bad if you know a little bit of the language, and if you just keep to yourself. Or maybe if you're black, if you're a social person, not like me, who's really antisocial. If you're a social person and then you're in university, in this time, during this time around, not my time, that's, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, but now there are a lot of open-minded people, so they're not gonna be like, oh, it's black, we're gonna racist this black person because she black, or oh, he black, we're gonna racist this black person because he black. No, there are a lot of open-minded people now. Hell, if the place I work at is pretty open-minded. I mean, it was so hard to get a job before, but now they don't really care if you're black. They're like, you have skills, we want you, work for us. Before, you have skills, we want you, but you're black, so we're gonna skedaddle that one. So yes, studying here in Cambodia in university is totally okay. But as for high school, I'm gonna put that on a 50-50. I'm not gonna be like, yes, high school here is awesome, perfect, awesome. No, it's a 50-50. It's either it's really good or just normal, or it's really bad or just bad. It's a 50-50. So yeah, I hope this video was interesting to someone. And if it was interesting to someone, or you just like the look of my face, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Bing!